friends, your favorite besties are back for another episode of No Ma'am. I'm Will, and I'm joined by my podcast co-host in chaos,
Jhoany. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of No Ma'am.
Friends, today we are back recapping RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 7, Episode 5, and it is the talent show. And I know what you're thinking. Why do we have 5 episodes into the 7th season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK to have a talent show? Shouldn't have been episode 1? And my answer is, you're right.
It was definitely weird because if it's not episode 1, it should have been like the penultimate episode. But it being like in the middle of the season definitely feels weird.
Yes. And I'm not going to lie, I felt some of the judging was a little weird for me. I'm going to be 100% honest. I was like, the judging scale is way off. Some of these queens was rated on a curve.
I think choices were made.
Choices were definitely made. And some queens that were in the bottom should have not been in the bottom.
I agree.
And also, don't think that the person who won the lip sync actually won the lip sync.
That is also true.
I had thoughts, y'all. Like, we're not going to sugarcoat our feelings. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was surprised as much as you were at the judging.
Yeah, I think some of those critiques, they pulled out their ass, honestly. I was like really shocked at the things that they were saying about some of the queens. I was shocked at the ones that were like safe, and I was like, I don't know about that. But listen, at the end, they were not the judges. So
this is true.
They can do whatever they want to do.
All right. So, like we said, it was a talent show. Obviously, we're not going to go into the exact talent show, but we can talk about the talent show when we're critiquing the looks. So, the runway category was oversized, which I thought was a really great category to do. And so, up first, we have page 3. And she was a Polly Pocket. What did you think?
It was a yes man for me. I love the idea. I think it was well executed. Like, you could obviously tell exactly right away what she was going for. It feels like, at least without the Polly Pocket of it, it's just simple bikini with bows on it. I want to see something more from Paige. I want to see a gown. I want to see more fabric on her. She looks beautiful and she has a wonderful body. So yes, absolutely show your skin. But I just want to see something a little bit different because it is starting to get a little repetitive. Like, I know what to expect when she walks the runway.
I gave this a yes, ma'am, because I adore the fact that she was a Polly Pocket. I thought that was so fun. I have not seen a Polly Pocket in years. And so the fact that you could bring me back to, like, the era of Polly Pockets, yes. I also agree with you on the silhouette, because remember we posed that the last time we talked about this. I said, is it fair for the judges to ask Paige to change her silhouette, knowing that this is the package that she brought with her to the show? So, are we going to continue seeing the same silhouette from Paige? We may. But is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because if the silhouette, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
No, but at the same time, anybody who's watched Drag Race knows already that at one point, if you're wearing the same silhouette, the judges are going to be like, we need to see something different. And you need to plan for that. You need to, like, look at your runway package and be like, oh shit, like, I might get that critique. Let me try to, change it up a little bit with 1 or 2 outfits. I just want to see something a little different. I want to see her get a little, like, gritty.
Which I think we had a glimpse of that in the talent show when she started singing. By the way, she has a really great voice. So shout out to you, Paige, because you have a really great singing voice. And it was comedy in that. And I do agree with Michelle. I was invested in that. And then when she was like, fuck that. You really thought I was going to sit up here and start singing? And then she started busting out the normal page 3 moves. And that's when I was like, oh.
See, okay. I got excited because I thought it was going to be a little boring. I was like, girl, where's the drag? So I got excited when the beat came in. I'm like, oh, now we get to see, page 3 in her element. I just don't think she took it far enough. I think the performance ended up being too short. I wanted to see more choreo. I wanted that bit to last longer. I wanted to take it further.
Also, in my opinion, I think what would have elevated that to the degree is if she had backup dancers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like a full, like, production.
Like, fill up the stage, get some, like, 4 or 5 boys behind you, and, like, do it, and you guys all, like, in unison at the same time. I think that would have been nasty. But I just feel like just her being up there by herself, no shade, she did great. But I think she needed some backup dancers. And then you can tell that she's from the Sasha Colby school of, like, drag, because that split and the hair flip, Sasha Colby down.
Fully. It was great. She's a great performer.
Of course. And then we have Bones. What did you think?
I'll give this a meh. I think she looks beautiful, and I get the idea. Like, basically it was an oversized necklace. It just that's all it was. I like the fur coat more than what the necklace was, honestly. And for her talent show, she physically performed really well, but I understood not a single word of what she said.
I give this a no. I don't like it. I did not like the look. I did not like the talent show. I am underwhelmed by the Queen of Soho. I want to see where the Queen of Soho is because this is not the Queen of Soho.
And like Lavoie said, girl, I've been the queen of Soho since before you were born.
Like, come on now. Like, you need to show me. And then she put in her confessionals. Oh my god, I'm like really nervous right now. Like, but I'm showing that I'm confident. But I'm like, where are we getting this? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. From the one I'm seeing on social media and the Instagram pictures and the videos and the reels, and it's not the person that's being portrayed here. And I don't know if it's the edit. Blame it on the edit, possibly. But I don't know. I want to see more clothes. We can't say that page 3 has the same silhouette and then we're allowing Bones to come out in bikinis or no clothes and half naked. We can't say that like, no. We can't critique one for having the same silhouette and another one not.
Yeah, I guess I do think Bones also needs to wear more clothes, but I do think we have seen a slightly more variation with Bones than we have with Paige. Slightly.
Not that much.
I
For it
said
not to warrant but not as much for it to not warrant you need to change up your silhouette. We want to see a different silhouette from you.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Then we have Select's Addiction. What did you think?
This look was an over. I love this. I love the campiness. This is drag. For me, initially, when she was walking down the runway, it was like, oh, yes, ma'am. Like, I get it. It's the oversized shirt on a hanger, and you can still see her body, and her body looks great. And then when they zoomed into the hanger, and I was like, wait, bitch, that's her hair. Then it became an over for me. Like, that was absolutely stunning, amazing, super creative. I absolutely love this. I think her talent show was funny, titties everywhere. It was very Selecta. It was very on brand for her.
I gave this look an over. Did I like the talent show? Not so much. I expected a little bit more from the talent show. Do I like that like Selecta loves titties? Yes. I think to know Select's addiction means that you know she's gonna give you some titties. We get it. I've seen it before in different ways though, right? Like we've seen Jimbo do a version of this. I've seen it before. And so if you're going to do something that I've seen before, I need you to turn it on its head. And it was almost there. She just didn't go all the way for me. I feel like she could have took it more. And she could have. It could have just been the way it was edited, right? I'm not going to say that. I can't say if she did or she didn't. But what was presented to me, I felt like just needed a little bit more this. They needed to turn up the dial.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But this look though, flawless.
This look is great. This look is over. This look is divine. Then we have Sally TM. What did you think?
I'm conflicted because at the end of the day, I don't know what the hell she was going for, but I sure as hell am intrigued. I want to see more of it. Do I know what it is? Hell no. Do I want more? Hell yes. I think I love the silhouette. I love the contrasting patterns. I love the color. I think she looks absolutely amazing. And for the look, I'm giving it an over, even though I don't know if this necessarily fit the prompt exactly. I get I guess it's an oversized silhouette. Regardless of what it is, it's amazing. The talent show, I think she could have taken it further. I think halfway through it just kind of became repetitive and fell a little bit flat. I think it could have been funnier. There was some jokes in there that I think landed really well, but overall, I think it went on just for a little too long.
I agree with the look. This look is an over. Do we know what it is? Absolutely not. Do we care? Absolutely not. I also agree with you with the talent show. I think the talent show could have been hilarious. But I think in the middle, we got stuck with where's she going? Where's the story going to take us? Is the story going to take us someplace? Are we going over there? Are we still traveling? Like, what's happening? Like, where's her thought? And it just took us a long time to get to the punchline, to the fact that she was painting Rue as an egg. Like, I get that. I think it could have been funnier. The gag could have happened like earlier for us to really be invested in it because it was like a slow burn.
I felt like a build up to something really disappointing. It was like, like when you spend a lot of work, doing the deed, and then the top just gives you a tiny little load, and you're like, oh, that was it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how that feels. I guess.
Anyway,
I don't know how that feels.
Next,
we have Elvas. What did you think?
Runway look. It's a soft film. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. It just wasn't my favorite. Like, I get she's like an oversized like little doll. It was cute. I think it was a cute look. It just nothing about it really stood out to me, honestly. I loved her talent show performance. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was really interesting, but it was also very shady of the production team to put her right before Bones, knowing what she was performing and knowing what Bones was performing. That was super shady, but I lived for it. I thought the song was really fun. I thought it was great, and I think she's a wonderful performer.
This is an over for me. I really enjoyed it. I did. I really enjoyed this look. It's something about the look from the head to the toe. I love it. I love when a queen comes out and they give me a look and they are working it from head to toe. I call it from H to T. I love it. I think she looks great. I love Elvas. The makeup, bitch is stamped, okay? She is stamped. And then can we talk about original song?
Oh, that
We
was so
need to talk
fun.
about original song.
Original
The
song.
song is
No,
called
it's
Original
original
Song.
track. Original track.
Is it original track? It's
I think it's
original
original.
track. Here's my
It's
original
original.
track. Original
Yeah,
track. Original. The song is called Original Track. It's an original track called Original Track. That
but
is divine.
you know what I think elevated it was the fact that they had Bones perform right after her, and Bones pretty much did exactly what Elle Vosk described in her song. She was like, long intro, and I'm gonna tell you about me, and then we get to a really catchy chorus, and what like Bones did basically what she said, and I think that's what elevated Elle's performance even more.
Yes. And then she was like, right about now, I think I need to split. And I'm like, that's what the original track is.
Yeah,
And I was like, that is weird. That's fun.
yeah,
People need to watch out for Elvas because Elvas is killing the
she
competition.
is. She absolutely is.
It's always the quiet ones.
It is. You gotta be careful with those quiet ones. Like definitely when the Meet the Queens came out, I was like, not really invested. But as the competition is going, like El Vasca is a huge threat.
I'm
I think
telling
they
you,
should stop
Elvas
sleeping
is
on
one of
her.
those queens. Elvas is one of those queens that, like, they had an underwhelming promo look, but in the competition, they're dominating the competition. So it does
Absolutely.
happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Terrace Mongardi. What did you think?
I think the look wasn't over. I love the ode to like black dandyism. I think it was great. She looked beautiful. I love the silhouette. This was definitely oversized, but it was very fashion forward. It was still feminine, which I loved. Um, I think her performance was good. It was a bop. Um, I think overall she did like it was a really good night for Tyrus.
Yeah, I agree. This is an over. I really liked it. I really enjoyed the nod to Black dandyism. I think that's always important. And she said Janelle Monae, and I see a little bit of Janelle Monae in that as
I
well.
can
I'm
see
like,
that.
okay, heard you. Honestly, even though it's a really great look, I wanted this to be even more oversized. Like, take it bigger. Like, can we go bigger? I think bigger would have been like, yeah, we love big things. But also, can we talk about her smashing the watermelon with her thighs?
Yes, maybe it's just me being nitpicky and me being like I don't know, trying to find something wrong because I'm always trying to do that. But I think it would have wowed me more had one the watermelon been bigger because that was a tiny ass watermelon. That's like a serves one watermelon. And two, if I hadn't seen her like kind of pry it open before she stuck it between her legs.
I didn't see her pry it open before she
If
stuck it
you
between her
if you
legs.
rewatch it, you can kind of see her like digging into it. And I don't know if she was like setting up a crack so that it was easier, which is fine. Absolutely set that up because you got to do what you got to do, but don't make it obvious.
I didn't know, so it wasn't that obvious. It was just you probably nitpicking.
I guess it was, and maybe she wasn't even doing that. Who knows? But to me, it looked like she was kind of like digging a hole into it or something.
Yeah. I thought she was giving us Island Gal vibes. I really enjoyed it. I was like, okay. I thought she was gonna dirty wine on the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race, and she didn't. And I was like, oh my gosh, she missed. It was a missed opportunity to dirty wine. But okay, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. I thought she had a really great night. It was a good night for Terrace.
It
So,
was a very good night for Terrace. Yes,
all right. Then we have Bonnie and Clyde. What do you think?
I like the look. It's a yes, ma'am. I really like my favorite part of this was how yes, obviously it was a really long train. Like it literally spanned the whole runway. But then what I really loved about it is how she dropped it, and that became her red carpet. I thought that was so interesting. I thought it was very creative. I think she looks beautiful. I think she looks gorgeous. I think this is one of the best looks she's worn so far. As far as the talent show, I'm to be completely honest with you. I don't remember it, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing tonight.
I gave Bonnie and Clyde, yes, ma'am. I thought her talent show was funny. I thought she was like, "Oh, I can do all of this, and yeah, I can do this, and watch me do this." And I was like, "I can do this, and I can do that, and I'll do this in a minute." Woo! Right? Like, it was funny. She was funny.
Now I remember it. Yes, it was funny. I think she could have taken it way further though.
She could have. She
Way
really could
further.
have. There was potential there, and she could have. She just gave us a little taste. Now, I agree with you on the red carpet, but I am a little biased
Because
because
we've seen it before.
right, but also I think the level in which Sam Starr did a red carpet gag, that is the expectation. So if you are not at that level for me, in my opinion, then anything else fell short.
Yes. Okay. That's fair.
Because this, I saw it coming. Sam Starr's, I didn't see it. So when Samantha took the dress off and the dress became the red carpet, and then she walked on the dress, that was where we
cut.
all gagged, right? Like we were always like, "This is cunt," but this we see it, so I get it. And don't get me wrong, like Bonnie and Clyde looks amazing. So I think this is probably the best she's looked so far in the episodes that we have had.
Absolutely.
Like her makeup looks great, the body looks good, the dress is good. She's channeling Halle Berry at the Academy Awards when she started crying, ugly crying. And I'm like, I live for that. Like it makes sense. Because you got to think about it. Bonnie and Clyde is one of those girls that makes you think. And so I don't mind that.
Yes, but also now with the makeup, a couple episodes ago I said like I critiqued her makeup and I was like she needs to tone the red down a little bit, and I think she did that. You can still see her signature like blush that's very overpowering, but I think it's subdued enough now that it fits her face better. It's not the first thing you see when you look at her. It's incorporated a little bit better. So I think she's definitely improving, and I want to continue to see her doing that.
Okay. Then we have Chai Tea Grande. What did you think?
The look is an over. I adore this. I think it is a very interesting idea to take a bolo tie and make that the outfit. I think it looks absolutely wonderful on her. I think she looks beautiful. She looks stunning. Like she looks like a runway model to me. As far as performance, it was really underwhelmed. To me, it didn't immediately give me dumpling. Like I was confused at first. I was like, is she a teabag? Like that's what I got at first. I was like, oh, she's a teabag. Because hi, chai tea. Like, oh, she's a teabag. I just feel like it went nowhere. Like I didn't realize she was doing burlesque until the critiques, and they're like, oh, that was an interesting take on burlesque. I was like, oh, that's what that was. I just didn't get it, honestly.
I gave this a soft ma'am. This wasn't my favorite look. I'm sorry. I know the judges was like, oh my god, like you look beautiful and this is avant-garde and stuff. I just didn't it didn't resonate with me. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad look. It just didn't resonate with me as much as some of the other ones did in terms of oversized. And then her performance wasn't burlesque. Like it wasn't. She never took it off. She never took the dumpling off. She never not became a dumpling.
That's why I was confused. And I don't understand where all these things coming out of her came into play with. Like I don't know, it was confusing. Like I don't get it. She had so much potential.
Yeah, she did. Okay. Then we have Katrin Feelings. What did you think?
I give this look a yes, ma'am. I think it's really funny. I think it's very on brand for her. I love all the jewelry on it. It makes sense. It's very like granny with her crazy jewelry, and I love that. Her performance, I think when it started off, I was really excited. I was really happy. That first gag she had, that first magic trick, I thought was really funny. I was dying. But then I think it kind of just went to nowhere. Like it kind of fell flat after that. It definitely plateaued. And I was like, oh, well, start off really strong, but you didn't really do much to elevate it after that.
This is a no ma'am. I don't like it. I don't like it because it is too pedestrian. Like it is too like grandma. Like it's not even grandma does drag. It's like grandma. Like the only thing I like, honestly, no shade. I thought when she came out, I didn't think that the bracelets or the chain or whatever, or the bangles was oversized. I thought it was her.
She said she oversized.
I thought that was the joke. I thought she was like, oh, like I'm playing on the oversized person. Like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be oversized. Like I'm gonna make myself oversized, and that's gonna be the play on the thing. That's gonna be the and I don't get it.
I liked it. I thought
What
it was
was
really
oversized
funny.
though? What was the oversizedness of
the jewelry, the bracelets? Girl, look at those bracelets. Look at that necklace literally on the floor.
I don't know. No. Mm-mm. If I gotta think about it, if it's not obvious to me right away,
I
No,
thought it was obvious, like especially with the bracelets. Who the fuck wears bracelets like that?
no. And then the ribbon that was connecting the bracelets looked really thin, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna break.
I guess
So we see that the winner of the challenge is none other than Select's Addiction, which the bottom two was Bones versus Chai Tea Grande. Now, this lip sync, and we talked about it in the beginning, I don't think that the right person was eliminated.
I don't know about that necessarily.
But I get why Chai Tea was eliminated.
Yeah,
I just don't think that she was the right person to get eliminated. But I understand why she did.
because based on the lip sync, no, this was not like Chai did not lose that lip sync. Based on performance overall in the competition, yeah, it was kind of her time to go. But I think also an
Mm-hmm.
argument could have been made for Bones to go too. Like, it's somebody who has this like amazing like social media presence and who we expected so much from, and she's fallen flat so far. So I think that would have been a way to like justify getting her out. Like she hasn't shown enough to want us to keep her here. While we see like Chai kind of evolving a little bit every week, but like I think an argument could have been made for either one of them getting sent home. But overall, no, I think Chai won that lip sync.
Yes. First of all, Bones was doing nothing. And then she hit her in the face. And I was
Drag
like,
is
they cut away so quick. But when I first saw it, I was like, did she just hit her in the face? I was like, she hit her in the face.
drag is not a contact sport.
It is not. But that's why they cut away so quick, though. Like, that was good editing. I have to give it to the producers. That was some good ass editing. Because if you didn't catch it really quick, like, it was quick. It was like, boom. And she smacked her in the face. And then they just cut away. But they weren't doing anything. Bones wasn't doing anything. She was just walking around. She
Literally.
wasn't doing anything.
And I expected way more, especially like with everything that's been said about how she performs. I really expected her to like absolutely demolish Chai. And that's not what I got. To me,
No.
it was more like she's the one at the door and Chai is the main performer.
You said it and I didn't. So, right. Well, that was the talent show. I don't think it was the best talent show we've
I was
had.
about to say calling it a talent show is a choice.
Especially coming off of season 6, and I thought season 6 had a really great talent show. So now we had this. It was a little lackluster for me, but we also had the talent show in the beginning, so we had more people to choose from. This one was in the middle, so it's kind of like okay. But friends, drop in the comments what you think. What you think of this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a single episode of No Man. And until next time, friends.